Hello and welcome to a special episode of Sportstar Extras. I have with me the man Friday for Indian table tennis. Sharat Kamal may have been around for almost 2 decades now, but Massimo Costantini will complete a decade and a half, and he has come back to India as the head coach of India's table tennis team for his third stint. Welcome back to India and welcome to Sportstar Max.
Thank you very much. Thank you for this nice welcome. Yes, third time. It looks that I'm quite stubborn, and yes, I'm stubborn on making results. That's absolutely true.
Yeah, so it's not that he will be third time lucky. Indian table tennis in so many ways is lucky to have him around for the third time. But Max, how do you see this stint as compared to where you stopped in 2018? You actually had the option to stay on. You chose not to. Indian cricket was on a high back then. Asian Games, first time India had acquired two medals. Cut to now, almost all the same individuals when it comes to the core of players, but too much seems to have changed, right?
Dramatically. From 2018, there was some unexpected circumstances at that time, and but on the other hand, I've been working with ITTF for more than 5 years, and I was always involved somehow with training camp, mentorship programs. Advising players, coaches, included India, of course, and I never lost the contact with the top Indian players. So the relationships went behind, from the 2018, from the great performance, feeling, chemistry that we had at that time. So that was some sort of things that continue during my, let's say, absence. So, but yes, in the meantime, it changed a lot of things, lot of things. The system of playing, the circuit, the professional way that now with the WTT got into the ITTF. So I needed to learn something. Need to learn many things from rules and regulations, but also on the other hand, I also need to note that players also have changed their feeling, their perspective, the way they work, the way they plan their own activities. So there is a lot of work to do. Actually, there is a lot of work to do. I'm not saying to go back to old system, but as I said in other occasions, my goal is to be in the next to China, Japan, Korea.
Right.
My model is China, Japan, Korea, and their system to manage the team in a very successful way, and we have seen in the past years. So I have ideas. I will discuss internally with the TFI, with the players. And now players, some of them have personal coaches. So this is a new figure in the panorama of the daily work. So it will be different from also these aspects. Let's see. I mean, it's too early to say something, and we have around the corner the Olympic Games. So let's see.
Yes. Yeah, so we'll come to Olympics, but you mentioned about getting India closer to the stature of the other three Asian powerhouses. How do you actually make it happen, considering that how Indian table tennis has been coping with too many external factors in the recent past. How do you actually make it happen as a system?
I think the reason, probably the reason, I don't know. I'm not completely involved, but the reason is that missing the head coach, the one that can supervise, can guide, can plan, can organize, can stay behind the players, protecting the players, helping the players, coaches, their academies, probably. It's something that create some sort of actual situation. So nobody's fault is just a fact. So I'm trying to see what kind of work we can do together, because we have an important commitment from now on. Individual commitment, teams commitment. So, but I'm confident that I can restore that sort of strong and good collaboration with the structure, with the TFI, with SAI, of course, TOPS. That's also another part of the important support from the players and the players and the coaches themselves. So a lot of work to do, but I'm very motivated to take this big task.
Right. Max, when it comes to Olympics, can you just give a sense to ordinary Indian table tennis fans, or for that matter, sports fans, the importance of qualifying for the Olympics as a team for both the genders, and the expectations that the fans should have in Paris?
Well, I would say that India already got a very good results by qualifying both teams, and this is something that India should be proud. Making top 16 Olympics, sure, it's not easy, and we made they made.
It's been always been like we for
I'm
you.
already in, you know. They made through a very particular mechanism, is a mix of individual results and team results that made the both team in a 16 position. So this is already a big result. We should not give anything for granted. And without these results, maybe today we don't have two players guaranteed for the singles, and we don't have the third player also competing for the team. So I think let's start from the good things that we already have, which is the qualification. As I used to say, winning at a certain level need to get used to. So this is for India, is the first time appearing in the team. Now, whatever will come, I think we have to welcome positively. There are 16 teams, single elimination, KO system, and if we win the first, we get in top 8 is another achievement. If we lose, we are there anyway, and with the history that India played the Olympic Games. So we need to create that habit to be there. So I would like to see India in the teams every 4 years, and not just once in a while. So this should be something that will happen constantly, consistently, and then from there starting to think better and how to prepare better. So now we got there. It all depends the ranking of the previous week when they will do the seeding. So we are talking about middle of third week of July, I believe. And in this meantime, we have We have to try to improve, increase the world ranking, individual world ranking. So that's why we have I have asked for 3 competition back to back: Nigeria, Tunisia, and Thailand. And it is a test for me, first of all, to see them and to coach them directly after 6 years. So we need to restore certain communication and so on. So I would take this step by step because you cannot predict anything in advance. You could not predict that Sharat did super well in Singapore Smash, and the same Monica when also did super well in the Saudi Smash. So table tennis is so unpredictable that the only thing predictable is the good preparation we can have, a good mindset for the players, for the entire team, and whoever is involved in this process for the next 2 months.
Right. You mentioned Sharat. Beyond Sharat, let's talk about these 6 individuals uh, who have been selected. I know you have had no role to play in the selection, but what do you think has helped Sharat reinvent himself and Manika actually to keep consistently going a notch higher with every passing year?
Well, they have their own inner motivation, definitely. Sharat was definitely super motivated to do well, and this is something that I can count. I can count when it needs. So I used to say that if you have done once, you can do thousands. So we should not think that was coming from the heaven. That oh yes, I was illuminated by some sort of special ability. So it all depends the players, the level of the motivation. Yes, sometimes also the combination of the opponents. We don't forget. So Monica got a very good results with the one Mayu, but a week before she lost with one Mayu the same. So table tennis is like this. We have to accept, how it is and the ups and downs that we have to face time to time. What we have to do really is to face each and every one event with the proper awareness. We are ready. We have done what was necessary to do, and we are ready to compete. I am ready to lose, but I also am ready to win. That is the best mindset that a player can have. No pressure to lose, no pressure to win.
Right. Max, in the last 5.5 years, in Indian table tennis, who has actually surprised you the most in a positive way among the players that you were watching so closely? Some of them at developmental stage when you last were here. Who has been the sweetest surprise as such?
Well, not actually big surprise. Well, if we see that Monica slowly went up, then just a few weeks back had this good spark. Shrija also did really doing really good. Overall, all players did quite well. Now I'm wondering if, not because I'm here, of course, but I'm wondering if we have a better plan, better organization, better focus, guidance, whatever. And I'm trying to provide them all these kind of things. I think surprise will come. Will come a bigger surprise in the future. So I see good improvement from Manav also, good performance ups and down with the Harmeet. Satyan also did well in the very last feeder, winning the title. Aika also, as alternate players, proved to be the number one. Okay, there is the point of playing style that is an asset for India, and everyone is afraid of playing against India. So, as I said, I take positively what we have, but I think the big surprises will come in future.
Okay, and not really a disappointment as such, but any concern with a particular player, someone who has actually not performed to your expectations or has kind of stagnated over the last 5 years?
Well, it's this. I cannot say that it was under my expectation. You know, I was outside. I was watching like a fan more than like a coach. So I was a little upset when someone lost with some weak players, and I was very happy, cheer for India every time.
Right.
So I was in a situation where I was a little distant, but as a fan, we have to accept. If we want to support players, we have to accept in the moment of difficulties, and we have to be happy in the moment of positive results. So a good fan normally try to act like this.
Right.
Um, Easy to criticize when, oh, this guy not getting results, but we are human. We have to understand, we have to help. A moment of difficulties, a moment of lack of confidence, investigate why, getting back, and maybe to be a stronger, resilient. So it's easy to labeling results in good or bad, but then need to analyze what's coming. As a fan, I support and I trust players in any way.
Right. Max, before I come back to this systemic issues, one last bit. Like I said, you don't have anything to do with the Olympic selections, but now you have to look after every player who is involved in the system. Particularly with regard to Satyan, have you had a discussion with him has about
Well,
how to manage himself? Yeah.
we will have the training camp in
Right.
beginning of June in preparation of Satyan and Aika are alternate players. So
Yeah.
they are with us. I have to prepare them like I prepare the other. I have to prepare doubles like the other, because until the day of starting, anything can happen. So
Yes.
alternate players is there as a new rule in case of one player get injured.
Yes.
So as an organization, as a team like India, we cannot improvise. We cannot go with three. Oh, one get injured and then we can play with two. No, this is not professional. So I will prepare all the players in the same way. So I would consider Satyan Aika as a part of the team, and I hope they will contribute actively, because table tennis, it doesn't end with the Olympics. It
Yes.
it will go ahead, and we will have many opportunity to. I'm already thinking 2028, so it's not that
So,
my goal is not definitely Paris, but is the goal of many players, fan organization. I have to have a bigger picture on this. I should not stop for small details.
right. Max, like you also said, India has been without a head coach for more than 5 years now. Finally, you are here again. How do you ensure that someone like Mamta and Shubhajit, who were actually taking care, of the team over the last few months, more than a few months now? How do you keep them involved, and not just them, the whole coaching setup? What is the need of the hour to ensure that coaches are involved and are rewarded and are developed?
Well, the secret is simple. Is knowledge and personality and communication skill. So I want to see them in action in performing these three simple things, and see where they lack, and try to provide them proper guidance. It is one of my job in my this time in India. So also to grow to improve coaches at any level. So this is very interesting work, and like for the players, need to analyze what is the strength, what is the weakness, where I can use their strength and can make them better, and where I can see the weakness and discard those weaknesses. So I will ask them to have an open mind and thinking about table tennis as per the also latest methodologies and the system of training, tactics. A lot of things changed, and likely in the last 6 years I studied a lot.
Yeah.
And, so yeah, this is the thing that I want to see from them. I know that they were there for the last few years after the COVID, and I see potentials anywhere, you know. So, but I have to check these three things: knowledge, personality, and skill communication.
Right.
And communication skills. Sorry.
And based on your previous experiences, what is the key to ensure that the same set of coaches is nurtured in Indian system?
Sorry, say again. Sorry, I didn't
The
hear.
same set of coaches is involved and nurtured to ensure that, what is the key to making it happen? Because ultimately it all depends on nobody has uh, assured rewards, assured contracts. No, everyone does it as and when required. That doesn't really help the system, right?
I'm confident that this time we have a good support cooperation from side, as it is also one of their objective to have a stronger and more effective group of coaches in any sport. So they clearly asked me to take care of this.
Okay.
I will definitely try to have with me a limited number of professional coaches, India professional coaches. Now we are working to see what is the best based in Bangalore. They can stay with me all the time. We can work every day. I can test every day, and then send them also in some competition and see what we can do. So we are working. I'm here since 1 week, so many things
Yeah, yeah.
coming.
Yes.
So, but the coaches is one part that has to be. I would like whatever the time will be here in India, 2 years, 4 years, to leave even stronger legacy for the coaches.
Right. And the other bit is about domestic circuit. You had proposed a ranking system during your last stint. Now it has been partially implemented. There is some improvement from what it was. Uh, do you see the room to improve it further, specifically for national rankings? I'm saying.
Well, strengthen the domestic competition is something that should be there, because eventually we need an open confrontation from the players, and each country they have. even China, they have their own selection through the internal or national championships. So we have to give definitely more importance to the domestics. I would like to see, for example, once in a year, some sort of top 12, top 16 competing amongst them and having longer matches to play. I have some ideas. This is one of those, but definitely we need them to have a better confrontation, because it's from internal that you can aspire for international. So it is never the way around. It's not the first come international and then you perform domestically. So domestic is a springboard to aspire, not only to be selected, but also to aspire to something.
Right. And Max, when it comes to doubles, do you think it's time that India starts taking doubles more seriously now? It started happening in the last couple of years, but specialized training for doubles, is that the need of the hour, considering there are more opportunities to actually excel even in the international arena?
Look, the doubles now are part of a professional, let's say, circus, right? So they have a prize money. They have you can get qualified for the finals through the WTT. I think this is a part that definitely can be increased and improved. Now we have to see what kind of possibility. We have many players with different playing style and combination already, let's say, established. And I think we have to work with the doubles. I'm not saying like individuals, but having a particular attention on mixed double, which gives also medals in the Olympics, and without forgetting the Commonwealth Games and the Asian Games. So whatever the doubles are involved as a national team, I think I have to put attention on that and prepare well.
Okay, last two questions from my end, Max. The first one, you said that you had an unfinished business. Can you just give a summary of your wish list or your targets?
Well, that's very simple. In the first tenure, there was good results in Commonwealth Games in Delhi. In the second, Commonwealth Games and Asian Games. Well, in the third, you have the answer.
Fair enough. And the last bit is, Max, in the first, Indian table tennis actually was in sort of nascent stage. In your second stint, Indian table tennis actually arrived on the big stage. Now, do you think you, for the first time, will have to deal with kind of inflated egos? How do you plan to actually ensure that the priority remains one and the same for everyone?
The plan is simple, is to strengthen the team, first of all, the structure of the team, keeping in mind also the individual needs. And this I don't want to cut because it's not possible to cut, but I want to help them to get the better guidance. I mean, now if I want to see other countries, and they all have a personal coach, sometimes also personal staff, but they are a part of national team. Chinese, when Wang Meiyu, Xin Xia, Wang Yidi play, there is the head coach sitting, because the head coach has the responsibility. is accountable for results, not personal coach, which are on the back, which are working. But the head coach maybe should take the lead. It's a slow process, I understand. So in this way, we can create a stronger team, and not to be divided. That one going east, one going west, north, south, and then having the team a little bit anywhere. So we need a common goal. Now we have players with, I would say, almost same level. Uh, Chinese team or Japanese team, you don't see the random players going alone in one competition, alone with their own coaches. Should be a part of the program. So
Right.
need to strengthen the teams, maybe to how to say, to increase the number of the probables in national team, maybe to create different tiers of a team, main team, second team, third team. But then when we go to the competition, the group is united, go together, because each and every one can help other team members. So this we have to strengthen this, and this I think it's possible to achieve.
Okay. And sorry, Matt, just one last bit. Not really for this interview, but for another piece that I'll do later. This pimple thing, when actually in general, world table tennis is apathetic towards use of pimple rubbers, right? Uh, Manika in 2018 Commonwealth Games at Gold Coast, she kind of proved that it was an exception. Now she has reinvented. Now you have Srija. One, do you think the national setup as such should have a couple of dedicated pimpled rubber specialists, either actually for these players, and two, uh, what do you think has worked globally for Manika, Shrija, and the other girls that will follow them now in terms of using the rubber?
Look, um, when China had this player with this kind of combination, that time was the anti-spin,
Yes.
Ping, that she won many titles.
Yes.
At that time, I think China didn't pursue the potentials of that, because in China quickly she lost, but
Yes.
she was winning in international scene. But they didn't trust, so they got rid of this. In China, they don't have these kind of players. Actually, now they start having, thanks to India, because now they are thinking different. They are thinking that the pimples can be something, can threat the top players, because if Aika beat Sinsha, Manika beat Wang Mayu, Shrija beat Wang Yidi, they do 1+1. Okay, it works. So thanks to India, now China start thinking also in the same way. I think for us, this is a major asset, a major asset. So maybe it's everything is improvised. Maybe it comes in some sort of a shortcut for the young players. I heard many times that kids 11, 12 years old, they are advised, okay, put the long pimples on the back, and then quickly you get results. But this is something that we have to consider as our asset. I think we can be leader in the world in using this kind of playing different playing style. I don't want to see pimples. Let's say playing styles. I remember when we did the Commonwealth Games, there was a Manika with one style.
Yes.
There was at that time who Madurica was
Yes.
had different style. MoMA had a different style again.
Yes.
So we put these three players in the against Singapore. Singapore was completely out of mind, and everyone remembered that. So we won the team single and so on. So it means that we have to exploit this possibility, not because many are playing, but because I truly believe there are really unlimited possibility to improve their abilities. I always thought like that. If they can succeed, if they want to succeed, I think they have to improve and learn more abilities in how to exploiting the pimples.
Lovely. That's it, Max. Thanks a lot. And hopefully, your unfinished business will be taken care of in the third stint.
Hopefully, yeah. Thank you very much.